What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we're going to be talking about PROG stock, ticker symbol PROG, Progenity Inc., because this stock is a green gem in a sea of red. And if you look at the chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. That we are up today. We are up 3.5%. And if you guys have been paying attention to the markets at all, you will know that pretty much every other stock is red. The SPY is down. The tech stocks are down. Everything in the market today is red pretty much except for PROG stock, all right? There are very few stocks that are green today. And we're going to talk about why PROG stock is green, where it might be going in the future, and what's going on with it. So first of all, the main reason I believe that PROG is doing well today is actually because of a new patent that they were just granted this morning, okay? They were granted, and you can see right here on Benzinga, patent number 11,186,863, whatever that means, right? And it's for methods, systems, and compositions for counting nucleic acid molecules. So not the biggest deal. Obviously, it didn't start pumping up immediately on this news. The news came out around 7, and it remained relatively stagnant until market open. But something else is also at work with PROG stock, a technical pattern, right? We are bouncing off of $3, and you can see right here on the 30-day chart that we bounced down very nicely to $3 and are now experiencing a little bounce up. Now, we were up higher earlier today, right? We were actually watching this live in the live streams we do every morning at 9. We were watching PROG go all the way up to $3 and about 65 cents, where they topped out and have since started moving down from. Now, obviously, it's possible that they'll return to 3 and will play at 3 for some more time, because that is a pattern that PROG has shown us in the past, right? If you look back over the past 90 days, you can see that PROG stock often runs up and then runs down and consolidates at a certain level for a period of days, right? And then it runs up on its next big pump, and then it moves down and consolidates at a certain level for a couple of days. The same thing, runs up and then moves down. It actually boosted up pretty quickly this time to new highs, and it did technically break the pattern, right? It made new highs here, and then we did not quite make new highs this most recent run up, right? We were a couple of cents off. We got up to $6.39, and we needed another 7 cents to continue that pattern of higher highs. And it's also a little scary, I will point out, that PROG stock is hitting the same support level that it hit the last time, right? Ideally, we would be making higher highs and higher lows. We are not actually showing that pattern right now with PROG stock, which is unfortunate. We are hitting $3 once again. Obviously, we haven't actually hit the same lows. We would have to go down to around 270 to actually make new lows on PROG stock from the last run-up, which hopefully we won't do, but it is a possibility, okay? And there are a couple of things that PROG has going for it. One, because of this patent, you can actually see not just the patent, but also potentially the bounce off of $3. PROG stock is trending a little bit better on Reddit and Wall Street Bets. You can see it's up one spot, up 98% mention-wise to 172 mentions, 1,000 upvotes. So people on Reddit are still certainly talking about PROG stock. It is a very popular one. A lot of people are still invested in it. People are very curious to see if it can pump up more. I think that it does have the potential to. I think that there are some risks that we have to address first. We'll talk about those in a minute. But second, we'll look at StockTwits to see that PROG is number 4 most active on StockTwits. So it's not just Reddit. It's not just Wall Street Bets. People are definitely talking about PROG in other places like StockTwits as well. And what's surprising that I found is that on Google Trends, you can actually see, this is a search for PROG. It's not actually trending that much higher today, right? People are not talking about this patent. At least not on Google. People aren't hearing about it as much as I would have expected. I would have thought that today we would see a relatively high search volume for PROG stock. This is good news. It's one of the only green stocks today, and that is somewhat impressive in its own right. But we aren't getting that many searches today on Google. You can see we're not even beating out yesterday's searches, which is very strange. And potentially that's just because the new patent isn't being marketed very well, right? This is a Benzinga title-only article. So, I mean, this is a headline-only article, and it doesn't even tell you anything about it. Just this is the only news there is, right? This headline right here. And then there aren't many other news sites reporting on this. So it really isn't obviously the biggest piece of news. It is just a new patent. They've gotten patents before, but it is expressing some more value that might be in the fundamental company. Right now they have additional patents. They might be more valuable fundamentally, and that is expressing itself in the price a little bit, right? We are up on the day, whereas most other stocks are down. Now, something that some people might be waiting for is the next run-up on PROG stock, and I will say that there are some risks associated with PROG stock at the moment, right? We had a decent run-up leading into next week, and then we faltered a little bit, but ended somewhat strongly on Friday when we did get a little bit of a gamma squeeze. However, and I'm sorry, that was about 2 weeks ago, not last week. However, we have been sinking since, and the fact that we're hitting $3 is not the best for us, right? Because if you're looking for the next pump up on PROG stock, you'll probably want to look at the next monthly options expiration date, which is December 17th, when we have a decent number of options on the $5 and 5.50 call option strike prices, as well as the 7.50 call options. However, if you look at the 3.50s, the $4, the 4.50s, they are relatively low in count, right? At least regarding how high they were for the November monthly call options. Granted, we have about 17 more days for these to start populating and to gain some more call options there. But I will say that PROG has fallen a decent amount. People may not have been buying up these in the money call options at the time, about a week ago. And now that they're out of the money, it's going to be tough to get PROG back up to the levels where we could start seeing some pressure put on institutions to actually be buying up PROG stock from having numerous call options in the money, right? If we actually want that, we have to get up to around $5 or 5.50. It's going to be kind of tough. We're going to need a decent pump. We're going to need some decent volume coming in, some momentum, some real capital coming in because PROG's market cap is starting to rise. It's still under $1 billion, but it is starting to get higher. The more we rise, the tougher it is to continue keeping PROG going up. And something that I will point out about the short interest, which is very scary, is that the short interest has been falling over the past couple days pretty dramatically. Shorts have been getting out of this stock. Now, it's either scary or very good depending on how you look at it, right? If you're in this stock for a short squeeze, it's scary, right? Shorts are exiting the stock. There are fewer shorts in today than there were just a couple of days ago, and you can see we've actually started increasing a little bit. Shorts might be thinking maybe it's time to get back in. Maybe some shorts, we're up 4% short interest change-wise today. Some shorts might be trying to double down on some positions, maybe enter some positions after having lost some money. Obviously, a lot of the shorts covering here were down pretty big on money, right? A lot of the shorts were covering around above $3, at least. Pretty much all the shorts were covering above $3. And most of these shorts originated below 2. So, yeah, shorts are definitely feeling some pain by covering these positions. Now, that could be good or bad depending on how you look at it. One, there's less potential for a short squeeze. The short interest as a percentage of the free float is only 8.95%. Only 10 million shares are currently short, at least reported by Ortex. However, this also means that shorts are likely anticipating that PROG is going to rise. Otherwise, they would be increasing their short positions massively. They wouldn't be looking to cover. Some shorts might be thinking that PROG is due for another rise, potentially off of fundamental valuations, right? This is a company that a lot of people I know are investing in for a fundamental reason as well, not just for the short and gamma squeeze potential. So there are some people who think that PROG is going to rise based off potentially the new patents that they've been getting, the work that they've been doing, and just growing over time. So shorts may be starting to realize that. It's potentially possible that some shorts are exiting because they're expecting a fundamental rise in PROG stock price. And that's always possible, right? It's always possible that PROG will rise due to those reasons. And, if shorts escape ahead of time, just when there's massive selling pressure, they can buy back their shares. Over the past couple of days, it looks like that's what they've been able to do. They've instilled a decent amount of fear in the stock ever since we started moving down last week. We started moving down on Monday, and shorts were slowly but surely buying back shares in small enough quantities to not cause massive rises in the stock price. So that's what we've seen with shorts. So there are fewer shorts in this week than there were last week. A lot of shorts have been escaping while being able to not raise the price all that much and get people excited about the short squeeze potential. They've just been slowly buying back their shares, and that's what we've been talking about, the danger of shorts slowly escaping and slowly even some of them maybe rotating out, allowing new shorts, as we're seeing today, to come in at these higher prices so that they're not as at risk of getting squeezed out. We would have to see PROG rise quite a bit to get that to happen. But the good news is that since shorts are leaving, there's potential that some of them are leaving because they expect PROG stock price to rise, maybe due to fundamental reasons, maybe due to other reasons that we don't know about yet. We're going to see what happens with PROG stock over the next couple of days. Obviously, it's good that they're bouncing off of $3 today. Hopefully, they maintain these levels. They don't dip down below to $3 again. We might actually see them play at $3. We might even see them break through. Nothing is a guarantee in the markets, but my hope is that we will stay above 3 and continue this pattern that we've been kind of experiencing for the past couple of months, really. We've experienced this pattern of rising and then falling and consolidating and then rising again to higher highs. Now, granted, it was broken a little bit this most recent time. We didn't quite get to new highs, but I think I'm willing to let that slide, right? It's a couple of cents off. We haven't necessarily broken the pattern in the most obvious way yet. If we did break significantly below $3, that would be a pretty big break in the pattern. And, hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll just have to keep an eye on PROG stock pretty closely over the next couple of days. And definitely, guys, take into account that this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy PROG. I'm not telling you to sell PROG. I'm just giving you guys some of my opinions on it and showing you some of the information on Ortex and other sites that you can use to track PROG stock. So other than that, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the video. That would be much appreciated. But other than that, Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.